McIntosh, and I own Urban Harvest Organic Delivery. We've been delivering certified organic produce and other local artisanal goods through the central Okanagan for the past 25 years.
Do you remember the moment you decided to start this business?
Well, actually, it wasn't my original idea. My ex-partner David Nelson had heard of the concept and thought it would be a good service in the Okanagan, and I had a background in community development and sociology and was interested in food development projects, and he had a small business background, and we were both looking for meaningful work, and we decided that this would be a great lifestyle business that would help us live out our values while supporting the community.
What values did you build the business on, and how do they show up day to day?
Well, there's sort of I guess two sets of values. One set of values would be related to what the business itself is about, which is ensuring that our food system is as local and organic and sustainable as possible, and ensuring that as many people as possible have access to that good food that's grown in their community. And then on the business side, I think just simplicity and a commitment to using as few resources as possible and spending as little as possible on overhead, so that the profits that the business starts making can be funneled back into paying farmers well and paying staff a fair wage and keeping it as affordable as possible for our customers.
Can you share a story about customer number one?
A story. Okay, well, so our first customer was Patricia Monroe, and she and her husband Peter Chataway, they were the first person to, I believe, to answer the survey that David did when we were planning our business. So he had gone around door to door and to people he knew, executing surveys to see what people would be interested in and what their needs might be. And Pat and Peter answered one of those surveys, and then they were the first people to sign up when we got ready to start our business.
How do you choose what suppliers to work with?
These suppliers that we work with, they've come to us at various stages over the years. Some of them we've been working with for almost 25 years, the whole time we've been in business. Others have been newer. But basically, when working with local suppliers, we would always work with certified organic suppliers first, and there are local organic producers associations which have helped us to connect with those growers.
Okay, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
I'm Louise,
I'm Herman.
and together we have operated Wildlife Farm for 32 years. We grow organic vegetables, wide range of certified organic vegetables, and yeah, we just always really valued our relationship with Urban Harvest.
And what do you think makes your guys' partnership with Lisa and with Urban Harvest work so well and have been successful for so long?
Urban Harvest and Lisa has always had a really strong philosophy of supporting local farmers, and so she will go out of her way to accommodate and work with farmers where other businesses would just find that a little bit frustrating.
I think what works really well is that we share the same values, and we're ethically aligned, values-based in our organization, as well as see those same values reflected in Urban Harvest, both in the management and the staff.
And what was your first impression of Lisa and Urban Harvest?
I think I just really felt Lisa was a kindred spirit in many ways. Felt that she was so committed to environmental issues, to food security, which again aligned with where my commitments and values were. So I really liked Lisa's sparkle. I loved her energy, her positivity.
I remember maybe thinking that they were very young and idealistic, but so were we.
Yeah, lots of friendly folks. Yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to see Urban Harvest or Lisa do in the future, in the coming years?
Keep supporting us.
Love to see the business expand possibly, because there's definitely more. We can definitely easily produce more for Urban Harvest if if there was the market for it.
I'd love to see some growth in terms of, other people coming to Urban Harvest and purchasing. I think we saw a really nice spike of local purchasing during the COVID period. And I'd love to see that come back, especially with the current economics of, farming, as well as economics in food and purchases. Locally driven food systems could use growth and could use customers behind that.
Describe Lisa and Urban Harvest in one word, what would that word be?
I think I'd use the word abundance.
Awesome.
Integrity.